This couch does not stop squeaking, I swear to God. What's going on, you guys? Andrew back with another video, and today I've got a quick word of advice. If you haven't already picked this up, I recommend doing it. It's a nice coffee table read. It just came in the mail today. I would have unboxed it on camera, but I got too excited to look at high quality pictures of some old sneakers. A couple of different reasons I like this so much. You've got guys like Drew Hamill, aka Nike Stories on Instagram, that have a couple of pages in the book. You know, he did the Jordan 1, he did a couple others. I haven't really flipped through it all. I know he did the Jordan 1 in '85, so that's awesome. Sneaker of the year, the best since '85, by Complex. I, don't always like what Complex does. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not affiliated with Complex, obviously, but I do enjoy the sneaker shopping series, the sneaker podcast, and I really enjoy this book. So, real cool. If you guys haven't picked it up already, go ahead and do that. Now, a little backstory. I already unboxed this, had to make sure it was the right size. This is a shoe I picked up from the sneakers drop. I can't really say I got lucky because they're still available, and I was able to exchange it for a different size. If you or somebody you know picked up the Nike Space Hippie, go a half size down. Word of advice, half size down. So, one thing I thought was interesting, when I first got I got a size 8. I usually wear an 8.5. When I got the 8.5, this is the box it came in. It had a label on it and everything. The Space Hippie is Nike's way of recycling, kind of similar to how Adidas did the Parlay series, which actually, I have one pair of the Adidas Parlay. This is a pair of running shoes, like the Adi Zero Prime Parlay. Adidas recycled materials from the ocean and or just garbage from the ocean and turned them into sneakers, and I thought that was really cool. So Nike doing something similar, recycling materials and turning them into sneakers, I think is pretty sweet. As you guys can see, the label is on the side of the box, because this is the box it comes in. It's got the Just Do It tape on the side, which, again, I've said it before, not good if you have people that steal things off your porch. It's all good, though, because people haven't done it to me yet. Rest assured, the day that they do, I don't know, I'm going to be very upset. And so this is what the box looks like when you open it up. It says Space Hippie on the inside of the lid. And again, this is like Nike's way of cutting down waste. You've got Nike Trash Transformed, all kinds of stuff on the inside, and then the actual shoe. Let's take the shoes out for a second so you guys can take a look at the inside of the box, because I think it's kind of cool. You got Space Hippie, you got the big digital Nike swoosh, Nike in like psychedelic hippie font, whatever. It's kind of cool. I think it really hits the nail on the head when it comes to recycling and reusing material. Like, this is just regular shipping cardboard, and they turned it into the shoe box, which I think is pretty cool. And then you've got the actual shoe itself. It comes flat in the box, obviously. Let me grab a shoe tree real quick. Also, shout out the boys at Throwing Fits. It's not very common for me to throw some thigh on the camera, but shorts and hoodie season, so it is what it is. So with the shoe tree in there, there's a better look at the Space Hippie. It's really like just all loose fabric at the top, nothing too distinctive holding this together, or no structure really on the top. You've got a very bulky midsole and outsole, and it's got this speckled pattern that a lot of these recycled pairs have had. Now, I don't know how they get such a distinct color and pattern in there. Like, it's almost as if these are like craters on the moon's surface, which kind of fits the name. It's the Space Hippie. You've got that waffle inspired outsole, but it's a very much a futuristic, everyday walking around shoe. There's nothing performance related about this. You've got Nike written on the back heel in that same Space Hippie style font. On the tongue, this is the 4th model. On the tongue you see the 04 with the Nike logo, and the lacing system is very over the top, kind of Yeezy 750-esque, futuristic Roshi Run looking type shoe. The material itself, it's like this tan and blue combination, which I thought was a cool color. I thought, if I was going to try this Space Hippie out, it was going to be a colorway I like. You've also got the mini swoosh on the inside of the toe box right there, which I think is kind of nice. Nice little detail. It's the most normal looking swoosh on the entire shoe. A little more branding on the heel. You can see the Nike swoosh imprinted on the back heel there. Overall, it's an interesting shoe, and now comes the moment of truth where I try the shoe on and find out if I actually got the size that fits me, or if this is just not a shoe that I'm going to end up wearing, and probably just return this one as well. I guess I forgot to mention, I ended up exchanging these, going through Nike's customer service department and exchanging these for a smaller size. So if you guys are interested in the Space Hippie 4, you guys can probably still find your size, and like I said, go half a size down. So giving it the little walk test, it's a little bit of a funky shoe. Very bulky outsole, as you can clearly see. It feels like I'm walking on just a platform, but it kind of keeps your foot centered, which is really nice, because there's not a lot of structure. There's almost no structure whatsoever on the top. There is a little bit of an elasticity in the heel that keeps your foot securely there, but other than that, it's like, this is very much a casual walk around, you know, just walk to the store type of shoe, you know what I mean? So the question that I wanted to throw in the title of this video is this shoe actually trash? That's kind of like the Volkswagen-esque style marketing. If you guys don't catch the reference, in the 60s, Volkswagen was marketing their cars as lemons, basically saying that these aren't very good cars. But people were still buying them because there's a certain charm about it. Nike, in similar fashion, Nike is calling these shoes trash because that's really what they are. They're recycled garbage. And that sounds like I'm insulting the shoe. I really don't feel that way about the shoe. I think it's a cool concept. I think it was executed to the best of their ability. You know, nobody's really putting out a shoe that looks like this and putting it at an affordable price of $130. Like, that's really not that bad at all. I think it's a good step in the right direction for brands that are making like clothing or footwear to start using recycled materials, because you know, it's not a secret, climate change is going to drastically affect how we live our lives in the very near future. And if we don't do something about it, if Nike doesn't start doing something about it, brands like Nike, Adidas, people who are making clothes and footwear and things that we end up throwing away after a while, like, you got to learn to reduce, reuse, and recycle a little bit. And I think that this is a good step in the right direction. I think if they could take this same concept, because it's a comfortable feeling shoe. It's very, you know, like, it feels like I'm wearing a sock. It reminds me a lot of like the Flyknit, but it's a bit stretchier than Flyknit, which is nice. If we can get shoes to be made this way in the future and not have them look like crap, like Allbirds can probably turn around and make a recycled shoe and it's gonna look like shit. Nobody's gonna wanna buy it. Or people who are into footwear aren't really gonna wanna buy it. You might get the casual people, but like people who are interested in footwear, they're not gonna wanna buy it. If Nike can take this same technology of recycling their materials and apply it to shoes that we actually want to wear on a regular basis, not to say that we don't want to wear this shoe, but if they can apply the same technology and the same idea of recycling materials to shoes that we really want and that we're going to wear on a regular basis, then I think it's a step in the right direction, and that's why I like it. I don't think the shoe is trash. It might literally be trash. I like the shoe. I like what it represents. I like where Nike is going with recycled materials, and I hope they continue. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, comment below, let me know what you guys think. Of course, subscribe for more content if you enjoy what I do here at Drew Reviews. And until next time, guys, this is Andrew signing off. Peace.